What's going on out there, good people? And welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. It has been a minute since I got a recap out of the way. Life has been happening and haven't really had the time to sit down and actually get a recap done. It is actually 2:15 in the morning when I'm getting this recap done. My sleep pattern is crazy. I have one of the most craziest sleep patterns, I'm sure, and I'm not tired right now, so I figured I would sit down, get a recap done, and this one is a little different, and I really wanted to get this one done earlier today, but I didn't have the time to. But still trading futures. I said I was done with the prop accounts, but Apex sucked me right in with a 90% deal. So I am still trading my cash account, and I am back trading Apex accounts. So today what I did was I opened up a new $50,000 account. I already have another $50,000 account that I have been trading for, I think, 6 days. So Sunday or Monday, I need to take one trade. That'll have my 7 days in, and it's already over $53,000. So you got to make $3,000 on a $50,000 account to switch it from an eval account to a PA account. I think I have had 4 or 5 PA accounts, and I've gotten paid out on one of them. The other ones I was making boneheaded mistakes, getting them disqualified. So we have one that's sitting right there ready to become a PA account after I take one trade. And then we have another one that I opened up today. And that one, I actually recorded some of the trades. So I want to bring up that video. So let's go ahead. Let's do that. And I'm going to describe something that I've been working on within Ninja Trader, getting used to. If you watch any of my recaps that were live recordings, you know, anytime I take a trade, I'm putting brackets in. It's going to have as soon as I get in, it's going to have my target. It's going to have my stop. And it's been a hard stop, meaning usually it's 10 points. So I get in a trade, that stop is 10 points. If it gets profitable, I manually start moving it. And what I always say is I'm chasing it. I'm chasing my stop behind the trade. Well, within Ninja Trader, they have what they call a trail stop. It does it for you. I had been playing with that this week. I like it. It's pretty good. Initially, I had it set up to where when the trade is profitable 10 points, so 1R, based on if I'm usually using a 10-point bracket, when it's up 10 points, the auto trail will kick in and it will put my stop 5 points behind where the price is at. And then every time it moves 5, my bracket moves 5. What I have found is that with Ninja Trader, you can attach your stop to a moving average. You can attach your stop to a moving average, and that is what I like. And that's what I've been playing with. So that's what this video is going to be showing you how it works. I'm already in a trade right here. So you see my bracket. Got an MNQ chart here. Got an NQ chart over here that's showing the Kaji line. One of the gentlemen in the Discord today, because I was live broadcasting within the Discord, he was asking, like, what is that chart over on the upper right? This is the Kaji line chart. something that I kind of use here and there. It's good to tell you when a trend has ended. That's what this is good for. It tells you when a trend has kind of ended and it's going in a different direction. 2-minute NQ chart and then the 5-minute NQ chart. You see the NQ charts is showing you what I'm up on that account right now. So I'm up $1,445 on the day in this particular Apex account. The MNQ, because that's what I'm trading. If you look over here at the Superdome or Dom, however they pronounce it, you see that I'm in an MNQ. So that's why it's showing 19.75. That's how many points I'm up on this trade. So I'm up 19.75 points, almost 2R. My initial entry was up here. Current price right there. My stop is trailing right there, and my target is down there. I'm gonna bring this over real quick because I get people that be like, man, you ain't really trading, or this number ain't really real. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna log in. I don't think this is gonna show you. Yeah, nah, it's just gonna show. See, I'm logging into Apex. So I just logged into my Apex account. This is the sim account. I'll use this sim account when I'm kind of trying out stuff like these brackets, trying to make sure I got them set right. So that's sim. This is one Apex account. Cash value, $53,088. I'm over the $53,000. I'm going to take one small trade on Monday, MNQ. And we're going to keep this over $53,000. That's going to give me 7 days, and I'll turn this account into a PA account. This account right here, this is the one that you see on the screen right here. You notice I was up $1,445 at that time. Right now it's at 51,555. So we're going to watch some of these trades. I'm going to go ahead and start it. And just so you can see, notice I don't have to play with this. Usually you'd see me over here moving my stop around, but I don't have to mess with that right now. I think this one is going, you see I moved it right there because I'm going to show you here that I'm attaching it to the 20 moving average, which is the magenta line. I'm going to give it an offset of 4 ticks, which is 1 point. So it basically puts it 1 point above that line. This is something that I'm still playing with, trying to figure out how much offset I want to give it. This is going to be a decent stop though. So I'm not really letting you know that it's going to stop me out. But watch how this moves as the stock moves. And this is why I like this moving average, especially when the stock is trending. Like if you come and look at the lower left chart while it's doing that. Had I had this attached to this moving average and I got in, let's say right there, I wouldn't have stopped out until this thing came all the way up there. It's like 78 points. But I have it attached to the moving average on the tick chart. So it's going to keep it a little tighter. But notice on the trade, I was just up 20 points. NQ and MNQ, they move like crazy. They move at a good clip. So you don't really want to have real tight stops like 2 and 3 points. You can get tagged easy. But if you can find a way that'll keep your stop at a decent area, you can kind of ride trends down and boom, you see I get tagged out. So what were we up a minute ago? 14.55, I think it said. So I made, what, 22 bucks on that trade? And now I'm kind of just padding the account, if you want to say. That's why I'm only trading one MNQ. I'm just trading one MNQ. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I just got in a trade. I was going to say I was going to move it up. And here I'm just kind of messing around, playing with the different, moving average and attaching it. So let's see what I attach this one to now. Come on, make up your mind. So I attached that to, wow, to that one that's way up there. Let's see, 61. So that would have been giving it 15, but that's not the one that I wanted to attach it to. So you're going to see me go in and attach it. That's the one that I wanted to attach it to. So I want to see what that one is. That's a 60. So I want to attach that to the 60. This green line is a 40 SMA, 60 SMA, and then these here are my EMAs. These are what I call my pairs. So, and I had to go in and clean this list up because you notice I have like some duplicate moving averages in there. So yeah, I'm attaching it to the 60 right there. This was a short, not really a good one because this is kind of based out right there. If you look at this, it's kind of based out. So until it broke this, I didn't need to go short again. Also looking down here at the 2-minute NQ chart, got this gray intraday line. Didn't quite make it all the way down, but kind of bouncing off of it. So just watch it play out real quick. I'm gonna speed it up. It stopped me out. So let's go back just so you can kind of see it. So it's attached. It's coming up. Stops me out. No harm, no foul. Like I said, that wasn't really a good trade to take, but we just kind of playing around. But let's look here now. You see the crossover? And the red line used to be my trigger for the crossover, which is a 60 SMA. I found that the 40 SMA gives a little earlier entry, excuse me, and it is still a valid entry. But looking at the chart, if I did take this long right here, it's going to find a little resistance at the 60, and it's going to find a little resistance here. So I'm going to just kind of speed this up. Boom, we're in a trade. So I'm going to back it back out. And you see me get in as it crosses the 60. It puts in my 10-point stop. So I got my 10-point stop in. And what I do and what I'm working on is once the 20 EMA crosses over, that's when I'll go ahead and I'll lock this to that EMA. So we're over it. I move my target down to the 200 because that's where it should reject at. But watch this. I'm going to try to move this out of the way and it's going to tag me. I actually get kind of upset when it does that. Boom, tags me. So now I'm hit. Remember, a minute ago, 14.55. Now we're at 14.82. Again, this is one MNQ that I'm trading because I'm not trying to put heavy risk on. I'm just trying to get familiar with the with this moving average trail stop. This is like the second day that I've been using this or playing with it. Really started implementing it for my cash account so that I can start locking gains in and not have to be over here on the dome or dom trying to get it locked in. But that was a good stop out. Look at that. Or not good stop out, but good target. Hit the target, pull back. A lot of people will be in my comments like, yeah, right, you didn't really get out right there. Well, now you seeing it firsthand. So I take this entry because it pulls back to the moving average and it's holding the 200. Issue with this trade is you got that black line. You got that hourly level right above it. So here you see me just getting it attached and ready. In a real trade, I would be getting out up here. When this didn't break through, I would get out. I wouldn't let this do what it's kind of doing right there. I would have took whatever those profits were. I'm gonna go back just 1 second just to see at the highs. It was up like 4 or 5 points. On an NQ, that's $80. Actually, 5 points is $100. So I would have took that $100 when it didn't break it. But again, I'm in 1 MNQ. I'm just kind of messing around, seeing what it's doing. So you see, I detach it, and it is going to come down there and tap it. Probably should have just kept it there. But I'm going to attach it to, I think, the green line. Yep, let's see. And as I get more familiar, I won't have to continue to go in and look and see what these are. But that's why you see me clicking it, just so I can make sure. So I should be attaching that to one that says 40. 40, there we go. And then if you're going long, you want the offset to be negative to put it just below it. And if you're going short, you want that to be a positive. So I actually gave that like 2 points below this line right here. But again, that's resistance. Look at what it's doing. It's up 4.25, 5 points. There we go, 5.75. In a real world, if this was NQ, my stop is going to be right up under that right there. I'm not giving this a chance to reject and roll and come back down, because I know how heavy of a area of resistance that is, because we below it. If we get above it, it's going to be an area of support. But again, I'm in 1 MNQ. I'm kind of just watching, seeing what it's going to do. I'm going to speed it up. We see that it has broken below the pair of moving averages. It's never a good thing, because now if it breaks the low of this is heading back down. So I'm going to speed it up again. We see that it never broke the low of that, but it's trapped. It's trapped between hourly level, and it's trapped between that 40 SMA, and it's just kind of working its way up. I'm gonna speed it up again. Let me go back so we can see what happened. And we see I do get stopped out again when that didn't break. Because of how I read these charts, it didn't break. It's not going to break. It's coming back down. If you look over here, look at how it reacted on that level. Look how it kind of just chopped around it. It would settle high, even high, got a little higher. So now we're getting the crossover on the 40. So we've already crossed the 40. We below the 200. I'm gonna speed this up. Speed it up till I get into a trade. And again, it's just chopping around, trapped between those moving averages. All right, I'm in a trade. Let's back this one up. Where are we at right now? 175, black line's 182. That's within my 10 points. We got the crossover here on the 40. We got the crossover just now on the 60, which is the one that I previously had been using as my confirmation. So I'm long. 10 points puts my stop just above where I would want it to be at. And theoretically, target should be 168. That should be my first area of concern because of this gray intraday line. So I'm gonna speed it up. Go 30 seconds. Boom. Look, it makes the move. Right now, we're up 5.75. We're up 7 points. Again, on an NQ, this is up $160. You come over here and look at a MNQ, you just take a zero off of it. So $16. But this is how you can grow a small account. This is how you can grow a small account. You take one MNQ, and if you can make $20 a trade, and you take 5 trades on a, let's say a $500 account, you can make $100 a day. It doesn't seem like much, but you just compound that. So the first week, 500, you make $100 a day, you're up 1,000. Now the next week, let's say we try to make $150 a day. 5 days, it's at $750. So you can compound that small account. I took a $3,000 account and I grew it to $7,000 in a week. And that was because I was doing this same thing trading NQ. A little more risk, but the reward is a little bit better. But now you see my entry is 173. I have this attached to the 20 EMA, and it's just going to trail stop it down. And for me, I know how the market reacts to these moving averages, and I would rather have my stop attached to the moving average than to just have a hard and fast, let's say 5-point stop. Because one thing with the moving average is when this is going down, the moving average comes down with it. But let's say the stock kind of goes up. This will adjust and make your moving average go up, which is pretty good. I like that. Let's see. So we're up 8 points right now. So this is locking in at a minimum of 8. Just adjusted. It's going to lock in about 5 points based on, it's at 163. The stop is at 168. But you notice it jumped up when the price went up. So with a normal trail stop, it would have just left it right there and I'd probably be stopped out by now. But if the market is trending and it's trending good, you can ride this thing. Again, looking at the 2-minute chart. If I took this trade down here and attached it, I'm riding this all the way up to here before it's stopping out. So here I just kind of blow it up. Just to give you a big picture of just the tick chart. You see it's coming up. It's going to tag me. Boom. So stopped out. What was that? Call it 173. It got down about 166. It hit a low of 16. Call it 160. 13 points. It's $260 if that was a NQ. But remember, we was at 14.55 when the video started. We made 45 bucks. Just kind of scalping around. I'm gonna go ahead and move this back to my other screen. We'll speed this up, speed it up, and I'll speed it up until I get in another trade. Nice W bottom right here. Let's point that out. Nice little W bottom on the tick chart, getting the crossover. So I got the crossover on the 40. It's about to crossover on the 60. Again, this is the one that I used to use, but could have been in already because of that crossover. But watch this one. I think this is the one where, yeah, let's watch this one play out. So for this one, a couple of good things in my favor. W bottom. I got the crossover. And now it's just kind of consolidating. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an order in. So I got a buy limit order for when this breaks 174. Look at where it's at right now, 173.50. That was the high of this area, but I didn't want to put my stop. I didn't want to put my entry right there because I didn't want to get wicked in and then this thing rolls over. So it's pulling back. Keep my order there though, because it still haven't really invalidated this crossover. It just hadn't made that break. I'm gonna speed this up. Let's do it one more time. There we go. So it's coming back down. And this gives you a better picture of the W. I had it kind of tight, but that's the W. Boom, boom, boom. Some people will call it a double bottom. That's one. That's two. That's the double bottom. And some people will call it a W because it is a W. I call it a W. But I still got my order sitting there. Again, you seeing the crossover right there. If I had gotten in there, that's 167. that was a good move. But notice, never took my order out. I get tagged. I'm in it. I still like this. I still like the way that this looks. Come look at the 2-minute chart. Still like the way the 2-minute chart. 2-minute chart has kind of transitioned into a downtrend, but it's choppy. Come over, look at the 5-minute. It's still in an uptrend. Got the green above the magenta. And then if you look at the Kaji line, it is in a green uptrend. It started a new green uptrend. So I'm going to speed this up. We are green on the trade now, up about 2 points. Target, my expectation should be no more than that black line because we know that it's going to act as resistance. Speed it up. Speed it up. Look at it coming on up there. Again, as the 20 moving average gets above my entry is when I will go ahead and attach my stop to it. So I'm up 7 points right there. NQ, $140. I'm locking in at least $100, y'all. But because this is the NQ or MNQ, and I'm still messing around with the moving average trail stop, I'm gonna go ahead and just mess around with it. So I'm just blowing it up just so you can kind of see it on the big picture, just this one particular chart. We have finally broken this hourly level. So now what I want to see is this come back and just either go or use it as support. And look at what it does. It just goes. So now I'm going to get my target out of the way because I want to try to ride this trade as long as I can. Up 15 points. NQ is $300. MNQ, that's $30. But again, small account, $500 account. If you're making $30 a trade on a $500 account, you're doing good. You're doing good. So now, look at that. The moving average is above this black line. So if this pulled back and caught support, notice though, look at what it's catching support on the green line. So I could put my stop on the green line and give it a nice offset, tighten it up a little bit, but I'm kind of giving it room. And you notice it moves it here. That's just Ninja Trader doing the math to figure out where it needs to put it at, where it needs to put my stop at. But I was just chopping around at this point. But I'm good with that stop being where it's at. I'm good with that stop just working. And there it goes. Look at that. So my target would be at 20. Had I not moved this, I would be out of the trade. I would be out of the trade. Notice I'm going to just move it up a little bit higher. Just trying to maximize everything I can get out of this trade. 25 points, that's $50 that I would be up on this trade on MNQ. And could not be greedy. I can get out right there. Or like I said, if we know that the market is trending nicely, like why just take that profit? Okay, I might lose. Let's see, it's at 96 right now. My stop is at 92. I would lose 4 points. I would lose $8 had that came back. But now look, it's running. And that's why I like the moving average. You saw how it adjusted higher, then it adjusted lower. A true mechanical trail stop is not going to do that. And boom, we get tagged. When we started the video, up 15, No, we're up 14.55. We're up 14.55. Now we're up 15.36. Let's kind of speed it up. And look, that was the initial entry. Look at what that thing ran. And like I said, imagine if I just had my target right there at that line. Look at all of the money I would have left on the table. But trail stopping it, nice trade. So let's go ahead. Let's kind of just speed through it, watch it. Not sure if I take another trade or not, but we'll find out. Let's come up here. Look, you get the crossover right there. That could have been a good entry. That's where my old crossover was at. And then you just trade this down to the black line. Trail stopping, would have got stopped out right up through here. So no harm, no foul. Speed it up. Okay, I am going to take a trade up in here because you see I have drawn a trend line. So I take this long on the crossover and seeing if it's going to hold this area. Let's speed it up, speed it up. We get the move again, up 6 points, man. NQ, that's another $120. Man, this would be $1,000 day. Or not even, how long we've been watching this video? 48 minutes is what this recording was. It's been like $1,000 in that 48 minutes taking NQs. But I just addressing this for somebody with a small account. Notice the 20 is over my entry. This is when I want to go ahead and attach the indicator to that 20. And I did make I moved the 20 up to the top on this list. So now I don't have to really kind of fool with it. And I think I'm gonna attach this to the 10 this time. Let's see. And I gave it a 2-point offset. Let's see where we're gonna attach it. Yeah, we kept it on the 20. Yeah, so I gave it 2 points off of the 20. Real world trading, I probably would have got out when this didn't break. But let's see if it goes. Let's see if I would have shortchanged my blessings. So there's the break. Now we need the retest. Look how I retested it. It tapped it right on the money. Now you just want to see this break the high of that candle. Come on, break the high and go. Look at that. It wicks right on the line again. And it's trying to fail it. Good thing is, if I stop out, I'm making money. It's above. It's above. Old school, you got your stop, you got your take profit, and you probably would let this come all the way down if it doesn't work and stop you out full. No, lock that money in. Lock that money in. I'm gonna go ahead, speed it up. Let's see, we'll speed it up. So it's chopping on around. Up, came and tagged us. Let's see. And 185, looked like 190, 189. So would have made 4 or 5 points off of that. Not bad. Up 15.43, almost up $100. Just kind of scalping through here with one MNQ. Let's speed it up again. I don't think I take any more trades after that. So we'll just kind of speed it up. Just watch it do what it's doing. And speed it up, speed it up. Yep, okay. And that was it for the recording, y'all. That was it. I did since you saw that I closed out the day, I think that's right. Yeah, 51.15, 51.555. So that may have been the last trade that I did take. I may have took one or two more off camera, but as always, thanks for checking me out, y'all. If you hadn't hit that like button already, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Do any of y'all out there use the moving average trail stop? I know in TRADERVUE, a couple of the guys trade TRADERVUE, and they say that it does not have that in the system for TRADERVUE. But Ninja Trader, I switched over from TRADERVUE maybe a month after when I found out that Ninja Trader owned TRADERVUE and you can use Ninja Trader software. And I like it. I enjoy it. It's very user-friendly, very flexible. You can actually trade strategies. I didn't put some alerts in to where when the price crosses, or not even the price, I'm sorry, when my trigger, so let's say the 40 SMA crosses the 10 EMA on the tick chart, it'll pop up with an alert. But I can also make it to where instead of it popping up an alert, it actually puts me in a trade. So let's say I look at 100 times that it does that. If out of those 100 times, 80 of them are winners, I can automate Ninja Trader and just say, dude, every time it does that, put me in one MNQ, 10-point stop, goes up 10 points, auto trail out. Now, what I do need to figure out is how I can have it to auto trail on the moving average without me having to go in and manually do it. Right now, it's set to at 10 points, manually auto trail, but it's trailing it every 5 points. I don't want to do that. I want to manually, or I want to auto trail based on the moving average. So I'm gonna work on that. But as always, again, thanks for checking me out. Try to get back doing these a little more frequently. Ran into some issues out in my shop. I done broke my main machine, and that thing is about to cost me a pretty penny. So I've been dealing with that the last couple of days, but I'm about to go try to get some sleep. It is 2:52, and we'll be back at it again Monday. Peace.